NDC lawyer in the person of Edu Gitamaklo, the response be Abba. Now, for people who don't know what's going on, I'm going to read and then we sort of understand and get what's going on. Now, Yenim Kwabena Adu Boahene, and that Menelka say, or Yoko cells over Sikapudua, ya lege say we are doing MPP4 Emre in governance. Na ene ne confidential letter bi eliki wo tremu se ensembia ekoso na yese wono ewie sika na we ade no oso wono de wo wi ahwe na sika obobodi no o tremu a odi sika ni bi eto cars ema his excellency John Dramani Mahama edi sika ni bi ema allowance Emma MPs any nyama into no dear onwe sika bia. I mean basically no in some work and me who say a lot of you are reacting to that. Now NDC lawyer Edu Gitamaklo Edin Sembia Babe Tuja wababe release document bi yen read the Edu Gitamaklo in some work na yen read we will go and then we will look through the document now what the Babe Tuja no and then we understand what he's saying. Now this is what Edu Gitamaklo Ede Etuja meba Edu Gitamaklo in some of the Tuja. Or say, I just read this statement by my learned senior Samuel Atachia, and I'm here laughing. If you look at the particulars of the offenses, you would notice that the offenses happened in January and March 2020. Inti Ose Oshe statement Atachia, because Atachia is the lawyer for Kwabena Adu Boahene. Atia say into social statement Atachia edi ababe tuja na nesre because ohe allegations are branch e woma ene me di way to we ma we ene me ye we ma we na also here statement na okay before that yen konko read Atachia statement and we read Atachia statement then we come to Edu and nebe ma obi atia say let's read Atachia statement. Atachia statement is this is Atachia statement, right? The statement any I say the arraignment of Kwabena Adu Boahene in the criminal courts and the national security implications. I say we act as lawyers for Kwabena Adu Boahene. As you are no doubt aware, the Attorney General has arraigned our client, a former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, on various criminal charges. Please find attached the widely circulated charge sheet and the facts as narrated by the Honorable Attorney General Dr. Dominic Atinguri MP. Atinguri Ayini MP on the 30th day of April 2025 or through the command of the national security. I say our client has instructed us that a cursory look at the case from the document you inherited underscore the fact that the pith of the Honorable Attorney General's case are matters bordering on national security. Besides, the intended prosecution violates the Security and Intelligence Agency Act 2020 and the National Signals Bureau Act 2020. We attach a memorandum under the hand of our client who is at the moment incarcerated at Economic and Organized Crime Unit cells. May we count on your usual sense of professionalism in your evaluation and the proffering of critical understanding of the matters therein contained. Yours faithfully. Intino Atachia ena ode a letter no eba. So this was the letter the lawyer Atachia Troye Ede Kwabena Adu Boahene no ni allegations I will make here no eka ho aye de command national security and the letter no APA. Nti enu mu na Edu Gitamaklo eba be respond. So at this point you understand the response Edu Gitamaklo whatever. So he's responding to Sika Mibeyi Trewo in the next in the very first video of Kwabena Adu Boahene. What say me sika we kwa ha me di we kwa ha me di we kwa ha no Edu Gitamaklo the response ni. So now you understand the response. Now let's go to the response. I say I just read this statement by my knowledge senior Samuel Atachia and I'm here laughing. I'm here laughing. If you look at the particulars of the offenses, you would notice that the offenses happened in January and March 2020. Inti Edu Gitamaklo say, "Ohu Kwabena Adu Boahene ne nsemu a woka no ono Edu Gitamaklo wasre." Because so hwe nsemu a yede bo Kwabena Adu Boahene na eye nsem bia esiye within January and March 2020. Mind you, Kwabena Adu Boahene nsemu a watraba na nse no or the anasisia na wobo Mahama din and the like no or the date eka ho be duty tamaklo tremu a boni a wudi ye no evidence a yenye kra no udi boni no January and March 2020. As we kindly look at the Security and Intelligence Act 2020, it was assented to in October 2020. Clearly at the time the accused person entered the contract with the Israeli company, this act was not in existence. Inti uhwe Kwabena Adu Boahene ne nsem ni bia wo tremu a allowance a wode ma MPs ni nyama na it was from Embrebia MPs no ba be pass ye. Ena edu jitamakro trese sambra na ye pass ye wo parliament no ye pass no October 2020. Boni a wudi ye nso no sika ni nyama ye se wo yusu ye no wudi no in around January March 2020 ntiende bibia si in October na obeka se eno na odi sika no kokoye ya clearly no edien na o treyen because records wo a ye trese sika no wudi boni no in January adien nso si in October ena wonzo si October adien na si ye no sika na wi ye no eno na odi kokotiaka eno no den na I hope you understand what's going on. It was say, so how are we relying on this act for your proud conduct? As lawyers, we have ethical responsibility to advise our clients well. You don't make life difficult for the clients. Criminal defense is a special skill. The case of the prosecution is simple, that you were the director of state agency responsible for the soft side of national security. That in January 2020, you entered into a contract with an Israeli company to supply and install security equipment. That contemporaneous with this, you incorporated a company similar to the state agency but private. You diverted public funds directly into this private company. The basis of the prosecution case of stealing is because you moved the funds directly into your private company appropriation. That the appropriation was done dishonestly. If you don't understand the charges, how can you defend yourself? Instead of jitamaklo nsemo a wo kan say Attorney General case a wo raise tia Adu Boahene no e very simple. Asemo a ye kan say wo any Israeli company ye deal in January 2020. Uye deal no e na akwakwo say company foforo in the name of the Israeli company. Sika na nke wo say o de kokomom no o divert sika no kokoto wo company no wasese din it said ye Israel for company no o de koto wo company no ni account mu inti ye de sa subo we ene ye bo se wa bokro no inti ende wo ba na ba be release we ene mekra no me de sika sei ene me de talk ma Mahama ene mekra me de sika sei ene me de ma MPs ene na trese wo kra charges na ye de abo no wo nti ase charge ye de abo ne say uni Israel company akwa sign deal wakwa create company in the name of that. Sika na wasa osenema Israel company no ko divert sika no ko to company din. Eno ne ye kan esi in January. Na wo be ka train say watoka wo de ye campaign ana ye de ye campaign na Mahama in 2024 ade esi 2020 wo si 2024 na ene na say wo she de wi sika ne to ho say wo de be ye sa de we nti e ba be chewa na de aye asem kan na say de yin. Ene de enfo obi an. And see, if you don't understand the charges, how can you defend yourself? Alleged payment to MPs after the fact of the appropriation cannot negative the dishonest associated with the appropriations. It's somehow what can no. Say later in October, osi wa ba be ma MPs sika. Adie na yesi eye bone na ye de bo no esi in January. It is later oba be service can be now the be ma MPs be in October now the be ya asem kan. And interest boni a wudi in January no se be enye boni bium. Se sika ne sebe o de koye eye donation ewa na me ye sure say na oprichi wa sorry nti me ye sure say sika ne kra na bi o de koye donation ni bi wa sorry. It is a sika no de koye donation wa sorry kra na. And interest boni na wudi ye no we wie sika sebe allegedly we wie sika January. Na in December o de sika na kwa kosi e bi asori dan ama wo wa sorry. Ye kokan ya o se sika na me wi na me de be si asori dan no. Internet trese boni na wudi ye no enye boni ana. Inti no na edit maklo woka. Inti sa odi sika ni bi ekokoma MPs in October. Na yesi we wi sika ni January a. Ene de enfo obi ahu. Ene de betumi aye afterthought. Say wote ho a wo say sika we a mawi yi. minko chiche sika no because there chi bi asemba e bia na ye minko anti minko chiche eba na me de anya asemka I say afterthought ene nche say won wia sika we wia charge ye de ball no nso ene say we wia sika ene na ye de wo court wo ho. To say the alleged payment in 2024 election, almost 4 years after the fact, is an afterthought. At this rate, your lawyer should be advising you on how to do less than 25 years. So say it after 4 years, so say what babe donate sikani build their talker Mahama. And then what's na what junior who say assemble banting, mean share the uncle donate na mean because I mean we were all in this country and we saw His Excellency John Dramani Mahama open up an account. Say wow person who believe in or know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne presidency bia o person donate bia no obetumi ase ni sika eden akwa account ni mu tie bia wakwa donate wa watena se ehunu se mewie sika 4 years ago enti menhye dan ko donate ma we na obi a MPP time unye sika sei na wo say well ya is a donation we ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the donation na wa ya ma MPP na enye donation ketwa but one say in the letter now what they ba bonten and then they wan fan kan ho and that should tell you what is actually going on. And so basically no we wait but nini name no Edugitamaklo asset the record straight. Montre mo your comment box ni mo medase.